So, little video, because a lot of you are asking how we make our little 12 volt roof fans into 12 volt, because they come with this kind of like tiny little connector on the end. So that really is meant to go in a computer. These are 12 volt computer fans. So I'm going to show you how to wire up the end. So we're going to be chopping off this little connector and wiring it up to that wire there, which is our little cigarette lighter or 12 volt adapter, whatever you want to call it. So what we've got is soldering iron, some wire strippers, some solder, some snips, and a little bit of heat shrink as well. And then we'll snip this bit off, like that. So we've got the 3 wires there now, and we're only going to use those 2, which has got the grey little stripe on it, and the one next to it. So you can trim that 3rd cable back there, because we're not going to use that one. So we're just going to take the sheath off the cable, a little tiny bit. Make sure you put your heat shrink over there. So we're going to make sure that the grey cable, one with the grey stripe, so this one goes to the black. Like that. Same again on the next one, and melt the heat shrink again. And then pull the larger heat shrink over and melt that down. And all this does is, just by having the 2 lots of heat shrink, you just get a neater connection and a stronger connection. So the heat shrink provides a bit of strength to the cables, because as you can see they're quite small and fragile. So that's the end all done. And so you don't need to worry about that other cable. And you've now got the ability to power the fan on wherever you want with 12 volts. A lot of the people are talking about wiring it to USB, and although you might wire a USB socket to 12 volts, the USB conversion is actually down to 5 volts. So this is the only way you can wire this fan to 12 volts. It's a 12 volt fan, so this is the right way to wire it to 12 volts. Okay, so we're now all done, the fan's all made up, and the way we use it is to open up the roof vent. If it's raining, just crack it open a little bit, otherwise you can open it as much as you want. Use the little blinds to trap it in like that, and then we've just got a 12 volt socket down there, so just plunk it in the socket like that, and then when you want it on, press the alert and then it comes on.
So that's sucking the air out.
Yeah, and if you want it so it's sucking the air in, you just basically flip it around. Andy won't demonstrate that now because she's prone to accidents.
Although saying that, I've caught my fingers in there a lot and it doesn't hurt.
If you switch it off, let it slow down. It's just a matter of doing that. Switch it back on again. And now that's sucking cold air in.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
It's pretty cool that. And if you listen to it, it's really quite quiet. You can easily go to sleep with it on.
We have that on at night, don't we?
Yeah.
All the time to keep us nice and cool.
Yeah, so really cool. And that's it really. Done and dusted.